Man, this play's not over yet. What do you mean this play's not over yet? It's just starting to get good. Okay, obviously we know that's a lie. It's not just starting to get good, it's been good the whole time. Remember that one time Romeo's like walking along in the Sycamore Grove and there's been like a fight going on all around him and he's like, what is all this? And then he says, here is much to do with hate, but more with love. Oh my gosh! It doesn't get much better than that, right? But we're pretty excited to read the end of the play to find out what happens. But before we get there, let's talk about where we've been. So at the beginning of the play, we learned that the Montagues don't like the Capulets.
I hate Capulets.
I hate Montagues. After a quick fight in the city square, we find that Romeo is missing. Benvolio doesn't know where he is, his mom doesn't know where he is, and Romeo's dad doesn't know where he is. Oh, but wait, there he is. He's walking through Sycamore Grove. So Benvolio goes to talk to Romeo and find out what's wrong. And he's like, Romeo, dude, what's wrong? And Romeo's like, man, I love Rosaline, but she doesn't love me. And Benvolio's like, dude, let's go to a party and you could look at other girls. And Romeo's like, alright, but it's not gonna work. So some things happen. They find out about a party, coincidentally, and they go to this party, Benvolio and Mercutio and Romeo, and luckily it's a masked ball, so no one will know who they are. And they get to this Capulet party and they go in and they're like checking things out, and Romeo's like, wow, who's that? So Romeo and Juliet meet and they like put their hands together and then they put their lips together. Then Juliet goes home and Romeo goes home with his friends. Except Romeo doesn't make it home because he leaves his friends, jumps over the wall, and sees Juliet on her balcony. And Juliet's like, oh, Romeo, Romeo, where are you, Romeo? And Romeo's like, I'm down here, should I tell her? And eventually he does tell her, which is a good thing because if he didn't tell her, she wouldn't know he was down there and they wouldn't have talked some more. In fact, they talk so much that they profess their love for one another and make plans to get married the next day. The next day comes, some things happen, they get married. So now they're married and Romeo goes to tell his friends because he's really excited. Except the only problem is his friends are like, dude, we're busy fighting Tybalt, alright? So in the course of this fight with Tybalt, Tybalt kills Mercutio and then Romeo kills Tybalt. And then he says, I am Fortune Fool! I am Fortune's fool! Which basically means that he's saying, fate has done me over again. So the prince vanishes, Romeo is sent away to Mantua, he doesn't want to go, but the friar tells him, hey dude, you should go, stop being a girl. So Romeo does go to Mantua and he's waiting to hear from the friar to see what the plan is. And the friar does come up with a plan, and it's a brilliant plan, and it's kind of complicated plan. It involves Juliet taking a potion and pretending that she's dead for approximately 28 hours, and then waking up where Romeo will take her out of the, what do you call that place where dead people are? Yeah, I don't know the word. The place where the dead people are, and take her to somewhere else, and they'll live happily ever after. And Juliet's like, okay, I'll go with this plan because otherwise I'm just gonna off myself right now. So Juliet agrees to this plan. She goes to her bedroom, she takes the poison, she appears to be completely dead, and her family buries her in the tomb. It's all very sad. So now we're at the point where Juliet is supposedly dead, Romeo is banished, they still love each other, but they still can't be together, and what will happen next? Ugh, the tension is just killing me. Alright, so some pretty exciting stuff here at the end of the play. We get to find out, will Romeo and Juliet ever get to be together? No, they actually will die. We learned that in the first few lines of the play, remember? But it's really cool how it all happens. Pay close attention to what happens when Romeo meets Paris. Also, notice the things that the friar does when he goes to get Juliet out of the tomb. And last, make sure you pay close attention to the friar's final speech when he explains everything that had happened. And finally, look at the families and the final outcome of the play. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? What happened to the families and was it all worth it? Right? Good luck reading the end of the play. Congratulations on making it this far. If you have any questions, give me a call, send me a text, write me an email. Call me. No.